You guys can hear me. Well, we're yet again live. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Urbandrei, and I'm very tired. Work's been kicking my butt a little bit, and just in general, stuff's. Yeah, no, stuff's been kind of crazy lately. But we're here to code. I haven't even coding yet. I'm kind of just gonna start with the stream and just kind of relax and chill. Get my Twitch up and running. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just waking up early in the morning and then like having to like immediately work. It's really killing me, especially because some days I gotta wake up at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock and work until like 5, and other days I gotta work till 11, and it's like kind of killing the mental. That's okay. It is what it is. But but yeah, let's. I was sorry. I was looking at the stream, just making sure everything was running properly, and I think everything is running properly. I got a hair in my mouth. 1 second. Yuck. But also, I have my glasses on right now. Can't see anything. Kind of like my eyes didn't work. But yeah, no, it's I don't know what I'm gonna be doing today. Maybe a little bit of software. Let's open up Notepad and something and just code something or something else. Maybe we just start something new. You guys know how it is on this stream. Hello, Maisie Charlie Middlebrook. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I'm sorry if I seem like I lack energy. It's because I'm very tired. And I'm making again what's going on here. Well, I don't know. Today it's kind of a shorter, lazier stream, so maybe we'll make a game. Maybe we'll do something else. Right now, I'll just write down some code and just make stuff happen and just go from there. It's kind of like I generally do game development. I do a little bit of education. I kind of try to teach a little bit of the code I write. Honestly, what I want to do right now, because I've been thinking about today, I was like I do a lot of brainstorm. How long have I been coding for? Well, I've been coding for. Well, I've been coding for maybe like 6, 7 years now. No, longer than that. The first time I started coding, honestly, my like since I was really young, like I it was visual languages back then, but I was coding even when I was really, really young. Um, but actually, like making like proper coding or like really getting good, maybe just like 4 or 5 years. So what I'm thinking is, I'm gonna just create a super simple list maker in JavaScript, because this is a simple project. This is like something that anybody like this is like a beginner project, but I haven't really seen a whole lot of people do it in plain JavaScript, not this way. So let's make. I'm gonna make something where I can just create a list, as simple as that, and see what happens. Actually, I'm not sure if can I just create a input. What's the one of those cool kids? I wouldn't call myself cool kid. I'm kind of more the weird kids. Especially, also, I'm blind right now. I'm just so blind. My glasses are in the other room. I'm too lazy to go get them. But, let's just do doc. No, I'm just kind of. I just want to make like a very, very, very basic thing right now, like 5-minute project, super simple. Hello, Crispal. How's it going? Um, input dot. Is it on change? Let's do console long. This is definitely not going to work, but I also have a very, very experimental way of actually we're gonna call in the event, and if it does work, and get the results out of it. I was doing a little bit of reading actually today on a bunch of things actually. I mean I knew about XML, PHP, etc., but I've never used them before, like not seriously. On change most inputs, perfect. I love when I just like randomly get stuff right. I feel like a god, a god. But yeah, no, let's just open up this file. I'm blind. I gotta like squint and like stare at the computer like, what did I write there? And it more or less works. More or less. Okay, what do we have here? Got an input, I think. Let's zoom in. Let's get our console up and running. And let's take a look. Okay, well, it's actually working. We're honestly, the fact that I got that first try, good. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We're gonna just do source element, don't care about that target, not care about that input. I guess we can remove. Is this the inner HTML? Wait, I have a feeling I'm wrong about this. I think we're slowly getting into the game. Oh, we're not making. Did I say this? Wait, did I name this stream a gaming stream? Oh no. We could make a game. If you guys want me to make a game, I can make a game. I was just making like a very generic coding thing right now, honestly. Do you guys want me to make a game? If you have a game idea, like something I can do in 5 minutes. Actually, if you have like a 20-minute game idea, pitch it. Pitch me a game idea, and maybe I'll do it. I won't guarantee anything, but if you pique my interest, maybe I'll spend the rest of the stream making the game you give me. Ken's here. Hey, Ken, how's it going? I feel this is not going to work, actually. I'm like fairly confident about this. Okay, I was wrong. I've been wronged. That's definitely not it then. Let's just. What part of the event input? A basic SimCity type game. I'm sorry, Ken. My brain is like operating on 1 hertz right now. This is bad. Like I have like one thought a minute. I'm not working. My brain is practically dead. I literally just want to know what is. I want to get the input. Is it value? Is it Wait, no, there's no way. Am I? Part of me doesn't want to just mess around with it like this, but is it the value? It has to be, right? Well, that makes the most sense to me, but I feel like an idiot by saying it. Is it source element value, or is it like I don't even know at this point. But a SimCity type game sounds interesting. I cannot deny. It worked! It worked. Okay, I'm gonna make this first, and then we'll do a SimCity type game unless someone else has a better idea. Fight, fight, fight. Again, I like how I'm not looking up any documentation. I'm just like guessing and like kind of getting it right. It feels good. I feel like a god. I will take feeling like a god over feeling like an idiot. It's definitely a welcome change. Let's just do this. I'm gonna just append. F it. Only type equals check is not value, but checked instead. Oh, I see. Okay, interesting. Um, let's just start simple. Let's just add new document doc create element item. We'll make it a paragraph type item, and we're going to document dot body dot append the child item, and we're going to give item inner HTML input, not event dot source element dot value. And can we set it? I think we can set it, right? I'm like 99% sure we can set it, right? Let's give it a try. I think my glasses are in the room, so I'm blind right now. I'm blind like a bat. I'm a blind coder. Okay, let's give it a run and see what happens. So, test. Okay. Pretty simple so far. Nothing super crazy. And now let's spice things up just a little bit. Oh, haven't ever made a game yet. I've made several. Actually, I only made like 5-6 games. Are we counting only the ones I've done on stream? Because that's like 5 or 6. If we count outside of stream, there's many more, but they're not all like digital. Oh yeah. For those who are new to the stream and are wondering, what is Andre doing? Or like for people who are just curious about like what I do is right now, well, I used to do game jams. And I probably will get back into that as soon as like I have like a more regular schedule. The issue right now is I don't have a whole lot of time. I already answered your question, Paramesh. I said I did like 5-6 games for I've done 5 or 6 game jams. I only completed actually. Let me get the actual number because I'm kind of itch.io jams. Let's see. I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 publicly available games. Well, actually, this one is not. Wait, which one's not? One of these is not publicly available. Wait, you can't see 7 because one of them is hidden. Yeah, I didn't. I never posted my snakes game, so that doesn't count. Then I made other games too that haven't done on stream. I guess I also made like those other like that one game. Do my stream overlays qualify? I guess they kind of do, sort of, but I never really completed them. So what happened yesterday? Why do we get a bunch of views? That's wild. Anywho, let's keep at it. Oh, if you want an example of a game I coded, just I can play this real fast for you guys. Sorry, right now my energy level is like flatlined. Here's a game I made. This is actually one of my favorite games I've made so far. Oh shit. I hate how, well, not hate. I guess it's part hate. I'm still surprised at how bad I am in my own game. Like, I've played and beaten this game like so many times. And I still kind of suck at it. I'm not gonna play this till the end. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll get till second canvas. But yeah, no, I didn't need to prove anything, but I case in point, I've made games. I guess, I mean, we can CSS this later. I don't feel like doing proper CSS right now. I've gotten lazier and lazier. Oh, right now what I'm making? Oh, right now I'm just making like a very, very basic, thank you. Oh, holy, wait. Thank you for the raid. Wait, who? 1 second. Who just raided me? Am I Romanian? I am Romanian. Whoa! 1 second. Thank you for the follow. Do I lead code? A little bit, not enough. I probably should do more. How's it going, everybody? Okay, now I'm embarrassed. Now I gotta actually try hard. Okay. But do I lead code? Wait 1 second. Okay, I was not mentally prepared for this. I literally was like the furthest. Thank you so much. I was not ready for this. So do I know don't defense? I don't. Do I don't defense? Wait, don't. Wait. Maybe. Hello, everybody. Okay. I guess maybe I should do an introduction. Also, maybe I should find out who is Midnight Simon. Thank you for the raid. No, okay. There's a me. I sometimes do streams with my girlfriend, and in her chat, there's a guy named Don't. So I'm not sure if that's the same person. You're just a scrub? No, you're not a scrub. Wait, okay, 1 second. I'm gonna lock and load. Okay. Hey everybody, I'm Urbandrei, and I am kind of a weird coder. I like making weird stuff. I code in Notepad, I code in JavaScript. That's kind of my gimmick, if you want to call it that, but I kind of treat it more like a challenge. Let's see who Midnight Simon is. I can do it? No, I can't. I'm having a heart attack right now. Literally, okay, just a little bit of context. Like, Notepad is the best ID. I 100% agree. You know what? I gotta bring some actual good code. You know what? We're bringing up actual good code because now I gotta pretend I'm doing more than I'm doing. I literally started this stream being like, yeah, guys, we're streaming for just a little bit today and not worry about anything. And now I gotta actually find. Okay, let me get something. Let me get something that actually like looks good. Do I have anything that I can? Whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Oh yeah. So Simon is a smooth talking lead coder. Wait, okay. Okay. I actually have to look him up now. I have to look him up now. I gotta see who you are. Who are you, Simon? Someone who's cooler than me, clearly. Man, thank you so much. Really, I can't express how much I appreciate it. You are a lead code evangelist. Okay, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna look up Simon. What was his name again? Midnight Simon. Midnight Simon. You're here to learn algorithms.
At Tim Hortons, we know a
Nope. Go away, Tim Hortons. Oh, okay. So you do a lot of lead codes. Oh, so like every stream is a lead code stream. It's pretty awesome. I'm here. You're here to convert me to the Church of Lead Code. Listen, I lost my Duolingo streak of 150 days like the other week. I don't think I'm gonna get into a lead code streak. Maybe if you guys show up more, I'll. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna pull anything like that. But honestly, I don't think lead code wants me. I'm kind of crazy that way. Some of my algorithms are literally trash. Okay, low road sim racing. I see what he did there, and that's pretty funny. But I cannot let that go through the chat. And I think you understand why. Just throw a hash map edit. If you stream lead code, everyone would show up every day. No, not true. Here, I'll do a lead code for your sake. Because it does seem like you guys like lead code. I will do a lead code for you guys. Why not? I'm not converted, but I will humor you. I will humor you in some. Actually, wait 1 second. Let me make sure I'm signed in into my very poorly done lead code. W streamer? No, not W streamer. A very un-W streamer. Okay, can I sign in, please? What's my sign in? I don't even know what my sign in is. Traders? You'll slowly convert. No, like I've done lead codes on my stream before. Like it's not like I'm like it's. Oh, guess what, guys? First try, I got the password right. It's a first. Honestly, today I've been getting everything first try, even though no documentation. I'm actually very proud of myself today. Okay, let's look. What do I gotta do today? What is my my lead code? Okay, I'm not a new lead code streamer. That's not gonna happen. Also, there's a bunch of follows. I gotta start shouting these out. I'm not used to this. My brain is just not capable of processing all this information. I'm an inferior computer. 1 hertz. Mad Flash 19, thank you. Q Ultimus, thank you. Fragile Snail 66, thank you. Wait, goddamn, I can't even read this anymore. Francis who something, thank you. Honestly, yeah, no, I'm normally without I normally have these big, nice, round glasses, and I don't have them, so I'm blind. I'm so blind. Don't defenses followed? I'm so blind, it's not even funny. Actually, you guys want to see something really cursed? I can't even. Okay, wait, it's not even updating anymore. I'm hearing you guys following, but I can't see the updates. This is so weird. But okay, I'll get back to lead code in a second. You guys want to see? Thank you for the follow, JCast19Y. Man, there's so many of you. Thank you all. You guys are all awesome. You guys are even if I never see you guys again, you guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for following me. Thanks just in general for, like, you know. Honestly, thanks for coding. Especially now that the market's trash. You can't just be here in this industry for the money anymore. Now I gotta be in here for the actual fun. Okay. Anywho. Okay, so JCost19Y, thank you as well. But I wanted to show you something cursed. That's it. I wanted to show you an example of one of my wild projects, one of my game jams, because I am now tempted to show you guys the depths of my JavaScript depravity. Let me bring up my. At least I can find it actually. My desktop organization is literally the worst ever. Game jam. Oh, actually, it's my game jams folder. Dungeon crawler. Here we go. So here's an example of one of the game jams I've done. Here. Let me show you guys this. It's actually really fun. So this was a game jam I did in JavaScript. Again, just pure JavaScript written in an HTML file, single file. This is the map, for instance. Wait, you guys can't see? Yeah, you guys can see the code. This is the map of all the walls and stuff, all the objects. And this is all the code I created to create a pseudo 3D. I know I'm scrolling through it really fast. You can't really see what's going on. But this is one of the worst written things I've done. But when you run this thing, this is what happens. I'm here because I'm bad at keeping my addiction under control. I guess fun and addictions go hand in hand, right? Anyways, okay, I'll get back to LeetCode. Honestly, I feel like I'm... Actually, okay, I need a show of hands. Who wants me to do LeetCode? Who wants me to show you guys some of my game jams? Or who wants me to show you guys some bad code? Or, honestly, what I was doing... How do you debug all the object with Notepad? Are you some kind of god? Okay. Honestly, I feel like you guys don't want to see me debug. I do it pretty well, but okay. Too much input. Anyways, okay, what we're gonna do first is we're gonna do LeetCode because clearly most of you here are for the LeetCode. It's obvious. I can read a room. I might have the brain of a snail, but I can read a room. So let's just do a LeetCode. The LeetCode is largest local values in a matrix. What the hell does that mean? Pardon the language. This is a stream where I do curse a little bit. Just letting you guys know. We'll do some more game jams and regular coding afterwards, but we'll start with a good old LeetCode. So the question here is, we want to find the largest value in every contiguous 3. Wait, is it just like in every... Oh, wait, this is a simple one. I guess it's more about... I guess, okay. So what it's asking is, we have a matrix that is at least 3 by 3, and we are going to split it into smaller matrices. Basically, we're taking smaller segments of it, like 3 by 3 segments, and find the biggest element and creating a matrix out of those. So it's pretty simple. I guess right now the question is more like, how do we optimize this? Because, I mean, we could just... Like, literally what I could do right here... Okay, we're going to switch in JavaScript. Or should I do Python? I'm kind of tempted to do Python, but switching languages is a pain because I forget everything every time I do it. So what I could easily do right here is for I equals 0, I less than... What was this here? It's an unfair question, actually. You're right, but, you know, it is what it is. Life is unfair. We can just make what we can of it. Okay, so dot length I plus plus, and then we can just do... Actually, no, length minus 2. Minus 2, and we can just do for j equals... Basically just do two for loops, nested for loops to go through the entire matrix. But j less than grid I dot length minus 2 j plus plus. Okay, so now we have that, and all we can just do a very simple thing where we just have like a variable called largest, and we can iterate through... We can just start at grid I, j, and just do for k equals... Okay, honestly, this is not the right way of doing this, but you guys asked for LeetCode. I will do LeetCode my way, the wrong way. I will... If you want optimizations, you're in the wrong place. I will do it if LeetCode yells at me. If LeetCode does not yell at me, I will not optimize. Because I do not have... Right now, it's like midnight for me, and I had 8 hours of work today. My brain is not in the right spot for optimizations. So what we're gonna just do is we're just gonna iterate. This is gonna have a time complexity of just nine. Well, considering the matrix having I elements, it'll just be, or n elements, it'll be just constant on time because we're multiplying by 9 for every single element. So this shouldn't be bad. I mean, this isn't ideal. There's definitely an optimization here I'm not thinking of. But what we're going to do is simply just go through all this, and if grid I plus k j plus l is greater than largest, or okay, if I want to be lazier, actually no, we're just going to do it this way. Honestly, I could use like min notation for this, but hello, Froggy Bread, how's it going? Welcome back to stream. So largest is equal to grid I plus k, j plus l. Again, this is not great, but it'll do the job. And then all we're gonna do is we're going to, are we returning grid, or we? Actually, I think we can just make a new array. Answer. I'm not even gonna call the variable because I don't need to. That's how lazy I'll be right now. We're gonna just do answer dot push. Why do I feel like I'm making a mistake here? And then answer I dot push largest, and we were going to return largest and just run it, and then we're going to submit it. If it passes the first test case, it should work. Nope, it doesn't. We have a failure. I still cannot read without glasses. It's kind of ridiculous. It is not a valid return type for integer. What do you mean it's not a valid? No, not largest. I'm tired. Okay, now it should work. Let's submit it. And hopefully, there we go. We finished LeetCode. Woo! You guys proud of me? First try. Literally one bug. And the bug was I just forgot that the return value was answer. Talking about horrible bugs. The people are happy. If the people are happy, then the streamer's happy. Chris Paul's very proud of me. For the record, for anybody watching, this is the worst way to do this. There's definitely optimizations I could do here. I mean, the way I did it is clearly it does about average throughout all the JavaScript submissions. I think the thing is that we're not taking advantage of is we don't need. Okay, here, let me explain this because I think I should at least make an attempt to at least explain how the algorithms should work if I was actually trying to do this the right way, or at least in a more efficient way. So if we were doing more efficient, so right now we're testing, we're going through this, right? And we're saying, okay, where is the largest variable? And let's say we say that the variable is here. We've tested all of these spots. We know that this is the largest variable here. So when we go either in this direction or in this direction, when we go into testing out this new area, we don't need to recheck everything here. We don't need to recheck anything in these 6. We just need to compare this value with these ones. Of course, that's not true if this was here, for instance. How did I get the old LeetCode layout? I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. I barely do leak code as is. So there's definitely an optimization where we don't actually have to check these. Is it some kind of schedule where you have glass? Okay, you know what? I'm getting my glasses. I can read a room. Give me a moment. Don't you guys move. Just kidding. I'm not watching you guys. I'm gonna leave my phone behind. You see, phone's left behind. I will show you guys how the real Andre looks, not just squinting Andre. Give me 1 second. Cue elevator music or something. I don't know. Back, guys. I'm back. I can see. I'm no longer blind. And my headset's backwards. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Urbandrei, and today we did a leak code. It's so much better, guys. Like, literally, before, I could not see anywhere. Like, I had to be point blank to see anything. Now I can just, like, I can literally see pixels from, like, a mile away. Yeah, this recursive cache will probably, yeah, it's how you would solve it easier is if we actually, like, cached data somehow. But, yeah, the real Urbandrei is back. Yeah. May as well get the new viewers used to the correct Andre. Not the blind. Blind is a bad Andre. Okay, now let's make some basic code. Actually, okay, you know what? We're gonna do a couple things. For those who are new and for those who are used to me. So before I got raided, before my night got flipped on its head, in a good way, I'm just literally, I was expecting for there to be like 2 viewers, then I wouldn't feel bad about leaving stream. Now I'll feel bad. But yes, so what we're gonna do is this. I can see now. I'm no longer blind. Froggy bread. But before I got raided, I was telling chat that if you guys would like, you guys could pitch me ideas for me to quickly code. So essentially, if you guys have any like cool, like weird little games or something, like literally could be anything. Okay, maybe not 3D. Let's stick to 2D if possible, because 3D is something we're not quite there yet. But if you have any cool 2D ideas, pitch it in chat. I will read everything, and if it piques my interest, we will do it. Other than that, I'll demo some of my game jams, and I'll show you guys some of my weird, ridiculous code. I will show you why it's ridiculous too. I think that's the more fun part. I think being unhinged is part of who I am. It is it's a state of being. But anyways, so what we're gonna do is I'm going to quickly show you guys something really fast. So I show you the code for the Dungeon Crawler Game Jam, but let me show you it running. So here is how the game jam I did. I did this about like half a month ago, and we didn't really win or got like halfway down the listing, so it was kind of a flop. Make a WarioWare? What's a WarioWare? I don't even know what a WarioWare game is. Okay, now I gotta Google that. Also, I'm gonna drop Midnight Simon a follow. But WarioWare. What is a WarioWare game? Oh, it's like a mic. Wait, what? Minigame compilation. Is it kind of like one of those party games, kind of, in a way? I don't know what the names of them are, but anyways, so this is the game I made about half a month ago. In quick succession. It's like minute to win it, kind of. Oh god. So this game was coded in plain JavaScript in a single HTML file. Where are you going? I swear to God, if you travel to get good. We can make something like that, honestly. That could be pretty fun. But now here's the fun. Oh, I died. But now here's the fun part. Here's actually what happened. Let me pull back the hood on this game. So when this game is made out of gazillion divs that all have like varying like various sprite sheets that I'm essentially shifting around to kind of like in almost like a puzzle fashion to create this view. This is what honestly this is heavily inefficient, but it works. And this is I'm extremely proud of this. Anyways, I don't even know anymore. Thank you for the follow, Glump1. You know what's one thing I really wanted to make? You know what? I saw this. I was thinking about this for the last like 2 days. Something I really wanted to make because we've been talking about like creating like multiplayer games on stream for a while now. Does anybody here have you ever heard of Cursor.io? Is anyone familiar with that game? If not, it's okay. I can and while we're talking about that, I can start coding. So I'm gonna call it Cursor.io. Here, let me show it to you guys. Yeah, let me show you guys. I'm gonna quickly just bring up. Okay, don't search up Cursor.io because that site is not correct. Is it called Mouse Wars now? No, it's not called Mouse Wars. And their website is down. Okay, ignore me. Basically, so here is what Cursor.io was. It basically was your cursor would like be with other people's cursors like in a maze with like platforms and stuff, and you'd move the mouse around with other players and like to like solve puzzles, something like that. And I saw that and I was like thinking, that's pretty cool. So why not try to make something like that? Because actually I saw another thing because this brought to mind. We're not going to do this the right way yet because, as always, I first did the wrong thing and then we can do the right thing later. But I saw a thing a while ago where they made this cool animation where we have 2 web pages and they save the position of the web pages so you can like have an image that is like overlaps on both web pages. So I kind of just want to start with that and just because creating a server is going to be a pain right now, but doing something locally on a single computer should be more doable. So let's start with that. Just, do my usual shenaniganery. And let's just start making a script. Window to onload equals. So as always, we're going to start by just creating a script file and starting it whenever the window starts. And then what we're going to do is it's local storage, right? Like, how do you save the local storage? I actually forget this. Okay. Part of me wants to guess, but part of me knows I'm going to get it wrong. This for sure I'm going to get it wrong. Local. If it's just... Oh, I could have got it right. Well, yeah, no, I could have 100% gotten that right. I'm sad. I'm really sad about that. It's just local. Well, okay, I need the set item. Is there any limits to what the data type is? Do I need to stringify it? Honestly, I think watching me read documentation. Chris Ball says yes. I'm pretty sure he's right, but watching me read documentation, trying to figure it out officially is gonna be boring. So I'm gonna just do this my way. Let's just call it mouse, and so I can't use a. Wait, so if we create a JSON file, like an object type file, and like stringify it, so if we do like data equals and can't just do data. We haven't played we did do objects a minute ago, but I kind of forget how I did it because I generally don't mess with. I think I can just do this. Sorry, my brain is like not operating right now at full capacity. Let's just do data dot mice is equal to this and data dot mice. Do I need to start with? No, I'll never use let. I will never use var. You can't make you guys. Chris Ball, I haven't used let or var in the last like 12 projects. I think I've no, I have not used it once in the last 12 projects. You can check. You can literally check. I have not used it. I don't know if that honestly that is quite frankly something not to be proud of, but I find it hilarious. Can just will this work? I don't think this will work. Okay, okay. I actually have to read a little bit of documentation because we're gonna have to use JSONs and stringify to make this work. But in just a second, we should be able to get all the information and all the data out. I know, but now there are 20 people watching you. Okay, who here? Okay, show of hands. Actually, okay. Honestly, now I can actually do this because normally we have too few people to actually have a proper vote. Let's just do this. New poll. Should I use let / var? Yes. No. Honestly, I'll start doing some more polls. There's Chris Ball. Anyways, we're gonna do data dot mice is equal to empty. And now let's do, I think it's just parentheses. Data dot mice dot push. Watch people 50-50 it. That'd be hilarious. Okay, so we're just gonna do data mice dot push. Again, I haven't done this in a while, so I'm thinking that I'm gonna be doing this wrong. It's this way, right? I'm not tripping right now. I feel like I'm tripping. I really feel like I have to Google this because I know I'm gonna mess this up real bad. Man, maybe I should stick with what I know. instead of like trying to do weird stuff like I normally do. But where's the fun in that? You know, I'm all for going crazy. I was right first. Okay, I'm still right. I am still, in fact, right. Let's just do this. Will that matter? Does that matter, actually? Oh, you can use declare. Okay, actually, I have to. Okay, fine. I can see the point. Can I actually do this with like appending stuff like that to it? I'm not sure actually anymore. This is my first time attempting multiplayer actually. This is interesting because until now I've never actually managed to do multiplayer or even like done anything remotely close to multiplayer. This is definitely a new experience. So how am I going to do this? That's the real question. What I'm thinking is I want to get in local storage. Mice dot is it JSON dot stringify? I'm let data equal mice if local storage. Okay, let's start piece by piece because I feel like at this point, if I'm going to be doing this, I got to do this the right way. Let's just add a local storage and see if we actually get it to work. Fun story, actually. When I did this a while ago, because actually the last time I used local storage was for a hackathon in college. And when I did this, I did it for a project that was admittedly a little bit kind of crazy because I was essentially trying to store a user's locational data and find trends in it as like a self-defined calendar tool. And now we've gone full circle and we're back to doing this. Actually, I could even pull it up. One second. Maybe I pulled. No, I'm probably gonna dox myself if I do that by accident. We're gonna call this mice.html. And just run this and see what happens. Because we do actually have access to local storage in our inspect element. I can mess around with this in more interesting ways. So, forget how I see. Where do I get to my local storage? Where is local? Whatever. I'm not going to do that way because clearly I'm out of my depths. Let's just do console.log local storage .get item mice and just see what happens. Yeah, so basically what I did was I did a very rudimentary AI system. So it's stringify, and then what's the... Okay, so the stringify is working, and then we want to change it back from stringify, so it's JSON.parse. Let's just do JSON.parse, and basically when we I did a the algorithm I did was a, what's it called? A nearest neighbor algorithm that I did two nested to essentially find. I'll basically overlap the data across different time periods to see if, like, every Monday, if you were within the same location of a like, you know, a certain like GPS, like let's say a coffee shop, and that's what I did for that project. It was very interesting, and it did work. What happened though, the funny story is, I fell asleep before I could actually present my project. So, you know, that kind of just, you know, not great, but it is what it is. So, okay, so we're gonna do x, y, 1. So this is how our data is gonna look like in the end. And we're just gonna run this and see what happens. Oh, oops, daisy. So I added a JSON parse to local storage on the get item. We're going to the 0th element, which will be x1, y1. That's what we're expecting. Hopefully it works. There's no guarantees. And we have a bug. I think it's just when we called. Oh. Undefined. That's fun. So what is going on here? So it is saying that we have an undefined... I guess let's start here. Let's start with the parse and see what happens. So go to parse, and we have an array of mice, and it'll be 0, 1. So that should be correct. So when I do theoretically 0.x, it should give us 1, right? Or not. Actually, it's because it is dot mice question mark. That actually might be it, actually. Yeah, okay, that's it. Okay. So, okay, now we got that all sorted. What we're going to do is we're first going to get this. So this is the code we need to actually use. We're very close to actually making this work. We're like 10 lines of code away. Easy peasy. All we're going to do is we're first going to see if there's any data on local storage. We want to get our character ID. So we want to get mice.length. And that is going to be, I'm going to call it our number. Num equals, I don't even think we need this yet, but I'm going to just save it for right now. I guess if for anything, we want to see if we actually have this in local storage. If not, we want to create it. So if not local storage, I'll get item mice. Then we're going to create. 1 second, let me zoom out a little bit. Then we're going to want to create this initial thing. Oh, you made some new music, 8-Bit Boy? That's cool. They're super heavy guitar music. That's awesome. I think I listened a little bit to your song last night. I forget what I thought about it though, so I'll need to revisit it. But okay, so because we're gonna set this data here. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think about how I'm gonna do this right. So if it doesn't exist, we're gonna make some data, and we're gonna actually store that data in local storage. Then what we're gonna do is we are going to keep track of our number. Yeah, so we need actually to get our number. And we're going to get our cursor location. So I'm going to start it at x equals 0, y equals 0 for right now. And then we're going to actually have a function that's going to manipulate that later. And what we're going to do is okay, so I think actually, okay, this is going to be a pain. What we're going to do is local storage dot set item, all of this is going to equal to local storage dot get item mice. Zoom out a little bit. Okay, so local storage set item mice, we need under parentheses here. And we're going to do, we got to parse this, so json.parse. This is an ugly piece of code. I really should make this a function. Bro, when am I making a malware project? Probably never. And I will say that I would not qualify very, very tired Andre as handsome. I would qualify myself as Mr. Eyebags. Okay. Anyways, so we have set item mice. Actually, we don't actually need to update this. All we really need to do is, we actually do need to do this in the future. No, I'm wrong. Okay. So json.parse, we do all this. Dot mice num. Dot push. Okay, you know what? This is clearly not working. I'm gonna do this the right way. Temp, we're gonna have a temporary variable for all of this. Temp dot push. I guess we also want to do num is equal to temp dot mice dot length, and then temp dot mice dot push x1 or xx y y. And then local mice temp here. That's much cleaner. Much, much cleaner. Okay. And then after that, we can remove this line of code. And now that we have all of this data properly done, push goes to the end. Now what we can do is we'll create a function for document.add event listener. Is a mouse move? It is mouse. I'm on a roll. I'm making educated guesses that are actually very accurate. I am very proud of myself. Mouse move, and then we're going to create a function with event. And for right now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to just look at the internals. Console.log event. And then we'll have a set interval as well, whose job is going to be to paint any other mouse in the system. And we're going to do 1000 over 60 as always. And we'll do a code here soon. You guys didn't see me. Oh, whoops a daisy. You guys didn't see me type any of that. Well, I'm sorry, guys. Let's just give it a run and see what happens. Set item on storage, 2 arguments required. Oh, whoops a daisy. JSON.stringify. Nearly forgot that. Go back to this. Line 9. What's on line 9? Line 7. Get, I'm not set item. Whoops a daisy. That should resolve it. Mouse event, client X, client Y. Easy peasy. Back to the code. And we're going to do we don't need these anymore. We'll just start us off at 0 for right now. And what we're going to do is we'll actually just copy this code for right now. But instead of doing it this way, we already have this. We don't need either of these. Actually, we do need this one. We do mice num dot x is equal to client x. Repeat this for y is equal to client y. Well, event.client and then we do that, and that should be fine. And then for the drawing element, what we're going to do is for I equals, well, I guess we probably want to first get the data. So just take these out. For I equals 0, I less than temp dot length I plus plus. What we're going to do is temp dot mice I actually for right now okay, so Cosmical, wait 1 second. I saw a comment from Cosmical Sounds. A couple questions for me. Can you explain how to get started with simple game creation? What do you use to execute your code? So right now, how I make my code, and quite frankly, this isn't really for everybody. This is mostly if you want to make games the way I do, which is far from industry norms. So none of what I'm saying is industry standard. But if you want to start making code in JavaScript easily, the trick is you can do it in Notepad. You want to start with an HTML file, and you can. What I do is I just start with a script tags. I add a window dot on load. So this is actually kind of like a shorthand and kind of like simplify stuff. All this does is I normally you'd have to write like head, script, close, tag, and everything else. But you can kind of skip that because HTML doesn't care. This is just kind of, and in here you can just write any JavaScript code and make it do stuff. And kind of what I would recommend starting and how you should start visualizing this is, let's say I want to add in an object, like a square. So I want to create a square first. So document.create element. So element is, well, we can call it a square, but I'm going to do a div. So I create this element called, that's of the div type, and I can save it as square. And then I can give square properties like square.style.position equals absolute. That means I can put it wherever I want. I can do square.style.height is equal to 20 pixels. Pretty straightforward as well. Square.style.width is equal to under 20 pixels. And I can do square.style.background color is equal to black. You can also set the background to be an image if you want to do sprite sheets. And then I can just do square.style.left is equal to 50px. So I'm going to be 50px from the leftmost side of the screen, and square.style.right is equal to 50px. And with just this, so now I have a square that is 20 by 20, 50 away from the top and the left, and has a black background. And all I gotta do is I can just do document.append child square. And with that, now when I run this code, I'll just call it something. You run it, you save it as an HTML file, and then you just run it as a on any browser. On any browser. When you run any browser, well, I have a bug apparently. Where's my bug? Oh, oops a daisy, I forgot. Okay, small document.body. You gotta append a child to the body. But when you run the code, now I have a square. And then I can do something like, okay, what if we want a square to move around? You know? So what I can do is set interval. So every single 60th of a second. So here. So every 60th of a second, what we're going to do is square. Here, I'll set the y equals 50, and then we'll do top is equal to y plus this, and we'll do square y plus plus and square dot style dot top is equal to y plus px. So basically what we're doing here is we have a location, We're gonna move the location by 1, and then we're going to change the square style. Oh, whoops, Daisy couldn't see me type that. So essentially here, I set a y is equal to 50. I changed this style top to y plus px, and then y plus plus square dot style plus px. So we're increasing y by 1, and then resetting the top variable. Yeah, we have a lot of viewers. We got rated today, and that was pretty awesome. I should have given him a shout out. I should have given him I am so not. I just got back. I literally just got back to Twitch today. Gotta go, Karkstoxin. But anyways, have a great night, Karkstoxin. Enjoy skating on the streets, and okay, I'll shout him out. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm so distracted. Okay, who rated me earlier? Wait, Midnight Simon. Normally Ken helps me mod, but I honestly wasn't even expecting to stream for that long today. Okay. I have mods. Yeah, Ken's here. I just wasn't expecting anything to happen. Okay. But anyways, so let's run the code and I'll show you guys what happens. So when I run this new code, you'll see that the square now moves down. So as you can see, we can start thinking about game creation. And actually, I know this is a bit of a shameless plug, but on our Discord, last stream, I did like a lesson where I taught people. Thank you for the follow. Wait, who followed me? Wait, 1 second. Over on YouTube? No, wait. Thank you for the follow. I am unstable7790. But the last stream on, we coded a very, very basic top-down game. And I put the code on the Discord in the code channel. So if you're interested, I would go there. I forget where is it right here? Yeah, here it is. So literally, what we did was we wrote this code the other night where it is we have, 1 second, what's Daisy? So we have a character, the black square, with a wall, the blue wall. We have a coin, an item we can pick up, and we have an enemy that follows us. A different name on Twitch, Cosmical Sounds. Well, thank you for the follow, Cosmical Sounds, over on Twitch. But yeah, so all of this code that I use to make this game is on the Discord. If you need help understanding it, just you can ask questions. But this is just made in the same way I just showed you, where I guess I can also go through how to do like inputs and so on. There's a lot more that goes beyond this. But yeah, this is kind of how you start making games in JavaScript. But going back to today's project, I do want to finish today's project before we go too far in other stuff. So we have so far, I guess what I want to do is okay. So I want to make an array of objects. I'm going to call squares. Squares is going to be empty. If temp.length is greater than squares.length, thank you for the who followed? Okay, 1 second. Thank you for the follow, Burden of Niflaim. Welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody to the stream. Honestly, you guys are all awesome. I really appreciate each and every single one of you guys. But yeah, so we have if temp.length is greater than squares.length, then what we're going to do is we're going to actually, no, we're going to do it this way. For I equals 0, I less than temp minus, is it temp minus, wait, square is gonna be smaller, yeah. I plus plus, and we're going to do document.create element div. Actually, I'm gonna just literally reuse the code I was showing you guys earlier for this. No need to recreate the wheel here. Also, I can use this one. So we're going to recreate all of these. And then, now that we have Bird and Niflheim, I've been lurking in the background and I'm really enjoying the content. I definitely will be notified when you are streaming after this one. Of course. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. I am... Honestly, I don't understand. I don't understand how anybody could enjoy my content because I'm kind of just insane half the time, and the other half the time I'm either kind of dumb, kind of a god, but just overall insane. That's the way. Like when I rewatch my content, I'm like, what's wrong with me? But maybe you guys like it. Maybe you guys like watching me drive myself to the brink of insanity and pull myself back. But those are just theories. Okay, document dot append child. Thank you for the I gotta make the Nightbot do that, Ken. But thank you for the Discord shout out, Ken. Also, that's a good one. If you are interested in seeing future streams, the Discord is definitely the best place to get notifications about that. But yes, Ken's right about that, 100%. Append child square, and we're also going to do squares dot push square, which is a it's fine. Okay. And now what we're gonna do is temp.mice I.x is gonna be square I. It's actually really cool because we're actually mirroring the elements in the array for the mice being followed around and the ones in the data that is going to be over the local storage. It'll be really easy for us to mirror that data. It'll get more complicated when we start actually removing people, but for right now, super simple. We're actually gonna get a problem soon, which I'm gonna explain in a moment. I'm gonna have to create like an edge case for this, or like at least a button. Okay. Dot style dot left is equal to this, and dot top is equal to this. I just wrote so much code, 0 tests. This is gonna be horrible. But that's what we're all here for, isn't it? To watch this world burn to ashes. Okay. Enough me being weird. Let's simply... This all looks correct. So this should just work. So far it's not working. There's no bugs. This is the worst. There's no bugs, but it's not working. Please, no, give me a bug. Please, anything. Okay. I'm sad. This is the worst when there's no bug because you don't even know where to start. You don't even know where to go. Console.log temp. You know what? Well, I can. If you have any questions, Sorty, just ask me. I'll be glad to explain anything in my code. So stuff is happening in here. For better or for worse. Document up body. I will say, yeah, no, so there's a lot of artists out there who tend to wait until the end before they go back to the entire project, and for coders, they always check constantly. Yeah, no, I'm like an artist in that sense. I tend to like to finish the project, like, okay, now we're gonna try it out and see what happens. And then it doesn't work, obviously, and then no, actually two things will happen. Either it works perfectly, rare, but it does happen, and or like one or two very minor just syntactical bugs. And then I feel like a god for the rest of the stream. I'm literally like I get like a mental, like a euphoric high from just godly coding skills. Or it fails like this, and then I've just spent like I spend time gnashing my teeth and crying in the dark because I don't know where to even start. That's also true that coding is. I will say that with art, you can be technically wrong. But okay. Okay, so square equals document. All of this looks correct. Squares all length minus. Does this happen? Does this happen? I like how I just do console to log this. It's like such like a meme at this point. Okay, let's give it a run. Let's give it a whirl. This did not happen. This is bad. This is very bad. Okay, so why did this not happen? Okay, I'll put sorties semicolon here. Wait, you guys can see it. I'll put sorties semicolon there. Even I'll put you as a variable. I'm gonna sortie is gonna store all my data. Sortie, your job from now on is to store all of my data throughout whenever I'm collecting data from the local storage about the mice. Sortie is the Lord of the Mice. All hail Sortie. Okay. Oh, also for those who don't know what's going on, I have these we have these rewards. Chris Paul, you and me both. But so I have a thing on my channel where you guys can use channel points to force me to put in semicolons, and I can also add you as a comment or as a variable name. And Sorty redeemed both a semicolon and to become a variable name. But okay, so Sorty enter. We parse him. So then we check the length of Sorty enter. And if he is longer than squares dot length, basically if Sorty enter has more mice than squares has blocks. Wait, do I have something where you can? Oh, I have a thing where you can like stop me to like chat for a minute, don't I? I think I have that kind of thing, like a chat break. I think you can only like do it once per like hour. It's like 5-10 minutes long. I have work early in the morning actually, but I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll. This is good. Okay, do you guys? I can make it more pricey. I mean, you can just ask me kindly. I mean, I'm not against it. I'll make it 5K. I'll make it 20K. I'm making it more expensive getting a VIP. No, I wouldn't do that. I think that'd be too mean spirited for me. Okay, but why is this not working? Okay, I'll make it 40K. 40K. Join the fight. I don't know what our slogan is. It's probably something along those lines. Div, absolute height, width, background color, append child, square, everything is correct. The only thing that's not happening is this isn't running. So why is this not running? I'll stop coding. I mean, I gotta think about this anyways because code never tells, much like God never tells. What's that one quote from like Oppenheimer? Wait, there's like a famous quote about God. Oppenheimer God quote. Oh yeah. Well, actually no. None of these quotes really work well. Actually, I don't know what I was going for. Actually. Oh yeah, no. I'll stop coding. My hands are up. My hands are up. He become death or something, destroy worlds. Yeah, I was thinking that, but I was like, you know what? That's kind of like a little bit too dramatic. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll be dramatic. I'm very dramatic. You guys know me. You guys know how dramatic I can get about coding. But I don't think I'm like that dramatic. I feel like I'm gone to the point, like in my tiredness. I think there's like a point when I get so tired to where I sober up a little bit from my coding high. Then I have to like, and I feel like then I'm like really serious for a while. I'm like, okay, guys, let's do this code, let's do everything, and then usually something goes horribly wrong, and then like I solve it or like get close to the solution, and I get my coders high again. It's like this very very vicious cycle, and I feel like coding is. It's like a mixture of like these euphoric highs when your code just does stuff the way you want it to, or you have power, and the moments when the code takes everything away from you. It goes from like I'm a god to I'm the lowliest of the low, and like in that continuous spiral, just like it draws you in. Yeah, exactly. Like when the code like runs first time, like you haven't done any tests in an hour, you don't know if it's gonna work. Like you've kind of like you've guessed a little bit of logic. You're not even sure if the logic is 100% there. You've made some like weird decisions and so on, and then out of a sudden, you click the run button and it just goes. or like you get like one error, like one bracket missing, and then like it just runs and everything does every. I mean, obviously it's gonna be a bug at some point, but like for the most part, it works perfectly. Oh, where does Ken stream? Ken streams on YouTube, and we stream like we try to stream every other day. We play Stardew Valley together. Um, if you catch me on a actually, Ken, if you want, you can put your streams link in the chat, Ken. But if you guys catch me on a Stardew stream, I always try to link Ken's stream on my stream as well. Brother, that's not code. No, it's coding. I think it definitely is my strain of coding, because I think generally speaking, people who actually like, I think when you code normally, you don't get this because you don't really get to the point where it's like it's like gambling. I'm I'm not addicted. I could quit at any time. But no, but in all seriousness, like I feel like for me, it's like I invest so many resources into like trying to do whatchamacallit, into making the code work. Like I'll spend like a full hour writing code down, and then like the longer you go without testing, like the greater your apprehension is. Like, you know, like the greater the risk is. The greater the risk that you literally spend an hour doing nothing. Like, because literally there are times like there's a lot. I've gotten to the point where for the most part, even if my code is like trash after an hour, it's still somewhat salvageable. But like sometimes when you're doing this code stuff, literally you'll go over an hour and then like, oh god, none of this works. I've done the totally wrong thing. Everything is wrong. An ad? Oh, I'll wait. Is the ad over? That is one of the downsides of Twitch. The ads and so on. I'll wait for the ad to finish. The ad is all yap. Is the ad over? I can't tell if the ad's over or not. It should be over by now, right? Discovery cards. Get one now. It's over? Okay, it's over, everybody. Okay, but what I was saying was, so like you can literally like spend an hour writing code and just something won't work. Like, let's say like you did something so wrong that you have to scrap. Like I've literally nuked days worth of code because I realized that like something foundational is wrong with what I've written. Chat delay is horrible. I don't know what's up with all these delays. I think it's purely just, I think my stream is encoded. Like I have like 1440p. I should just drop it down to 720 and call it a day. I think that is what I might do, because we don't need those extra pixels. We don't need that extra fine details. But yeah, but basically, so you could spend like days and just lose everything. And so basically, so you have this risk, and the more you invest into the code. Exactly. Basically, where am I? I don't know, Froggy bro, what you're talking about there in that chat thing. But yeah, so you spend so much time investing in something, and then you know that it has to be super precise. So like, you know, there's so much risk. There's risk you're not going to lose everything. There's risk of bugs. There's risk of logical errors. There's risk of all these things. And then like it builds up, and you're like, and then I think you also need to want the result. Like if I'm just coding something BS, like, oh, I'm coding a weird little button thing. If it doesn't work, chuck it out the window, doesn't matter. But if I'm making a game or a cool project, something I'm passionate about, then I want it to work. So it's a perfect storm. You take risk, time, you take invested resources, you take a desired outcome, you put it all together, and you get just this instant dopamine, just bam, as soon as the code works. But then think about it. So you put all this into it, and then if you're gonna get a crash at once you run the code, it's either gonna be a dopamine hit or it's gonna be depression, just straight depression. I have a laptop. Literally everything you see on I really should not lift that laptop. I gotta show you here. 1 second. My desk is kind of messy, but this is my laptop. This is what everything on stream is. It's just this laptop here. That's literally that runs everything on my stream. Exactly. No, I think you guys got the point. So I think I am unstable is correct. But yeah, so that's kind of the long and short of this is just you get this excellent dopamine hit or just pure depression. See ya, Froggy Bread. I have no shame. What the? It wasn't even that bad. I have like 2 receipts, a charging cable, and like a note, a pen, some mouse pads. I don't need shame. I'm a programmer. Too many papers? Papers, please. Papers, please. But good night, Froggy. I'll see you soon. Bro has the budget set up. Yes, please. Please get me. Support me at. Wait, where's it? Wait, I'm going to try to. Here. Support me at Ko-Fi. Buy me coffee so I can eventually upgrade my setup and become a streaming god. It went up in the pantheon of all other well-known streamers. I don't have a keyboard. I just have this. I just have my laptop. The laptop was like 2000 though, honestly. But it's like a year, 2 years old, something like that. The laptop has a graphics card. It has a wait. What? I don't. It has some. Okay. You guys want to hear the specs? I'll give you the specs. I'll tell you all. I'm getting no respect. Get it? Okay, whatever. It's fine. System information. Let's go. Honestly, I have a feeling I can make a god tier team with a bigger budget. I think I can make a god tier team with more time. Literally, I don't even think it's budget. I think this is fine. Like, okay, this isn't great. This isn't like excellent. I could definitely use a better camera, a better mic, a better everything. Like having like better PC too. So many things that could be better. But what I could really use is just a little bit more time. Okay. So I have a Ryzen 9 5900HX with Radeon graphics. It's an 16 logical processors, 8 core, 3000 megahertz. We have so that should be the processor. Where's the components? Okay, I will not right now because I anytime I do anything that's like gonna push my computer, I'm scared it's gonna crash the stream. Okay, task. I'll put task manager. Task manager it is. Task Manager tells me. CPU is AMD Ryzen 9 5900 HX Radeon graphics. Memory, I have 16 GB of memory. I have Wi-Fi doesn't matter. I have a RTX 3070 laptop GPU, an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 laptop GPU, and also Radeon TVM graphics. Actually, am I running it? Wait, 1 second. 1 second. What is... I need to see what's running which. This is a $2,000 laptop, I swear. It's a Razer laptop. The cooling is the worst, but yeah, it's a 3070 and a Ryzen 9. Yeah, no, I will say I forgot that I had two separate graphics. Like I have the Radeon and I have the 3070. What if my stream's running? Can I see what my stream's running on? Like what is actually using each process? Because I can see that both are being utilized right now. Yeah, no, 100%. I can buy like the thing is, what I really want is I want like a relatively, I want like two PCs at some point. One that'll handle the stream, and one that'll handle like the actual work I do. And neither of which needs to be that crazy. I want a computer that I can crash and a computer that will act as a failsafe. I want to be able to crash the stream without crashing the stream. It's a deep desire of mine. So I Am Unstable has a Core i9 with 32 gigabytes for RAM, RTX 4060, all for $1,200 plus tax. That's pretty sick. That must have been like a hella deal though. Or you bought it off a buddy. I don't know. Well, you said tax. I'm guessing you actually bought it from like an official source. Pre-build? Yeah. I will say I think we're well beyond the. Okay, we're gonna keep talking. I'm not gonna ignore you guys, but we did get past the 10 minutes of code-free content. We're gonna jump right back in. We're gonna actually get some proper code. Oh, Costco. Hey, Ken, we gotta go to Costco now. It's confirmed. We've been using Sam's Club recently, but maybe Costco is really the good move here. Oh, it's a laptop. Interesting. But yeah, if you guys, what I was about to say earlier before I lost my own train of thought was I will after stream when I don't need to worry about crashing the stream or anything. I'll put it through a test, like one of those like speed tests, and I'll put the results online so you guys can take a look at it for the fun of it. $1.50 hot dogs. Yeah, I think that's same thing as Sam's Club though. Did I miss any? I will say I've been getting a lot of people, and this is totally on me, 100% on me. But we've got a lot of people who've been saying that I've been missing chats. So I'm going to go back through every chat. I'm going to make sure that none of you guys were unheard. I hear you. I hear your voices. They speak inside my head like a murmuring. Anyways, let's read through these comments really fast. You guys making fun of my setup, making fun of my organization, making fun of me in general. I spent $3K for a quick FTFT. You can spend 3K in TFT. Let's be honest here. Okay. Anyways, I don't think I missed any chats. Back to figuring out why my code doesn't work on Anthology. So back to this. Create element, document, append child, document up body, square. Everything here looks correct. The thing is, this isn't running. Yeah, that's true. Personally, I would say just go like always, well, at a very minimum, read reviews and see what people say about it. Yeah, researching is critical. Okay, so we take how many mice sortie enter has. Oh, that is the problem. I found the problem. I found the problem. And it was super simple, and it was super simple. Let's run it. Woo! Oh, God. Things have gone wrong. I did add n as an append. That's funny. Okay, let's rerun this. Undefined 3114. Now that is worth clipping. What did I do? I didn't do anything. Did I do something? What did I do? Now I'm concerned actually. What did I do? I will say, if you guys clip something and it's really funny, I will credit you. Like just FYI, if you guys find like a dope clip and it's like insane, I will be like clip done by if you guys don't want credit, let me know. If you guys want credit, let me know. But just as a default, I'll just like I'll put it on TikTok and be like, this clip was found by X and Y. But again, it has to be a good one though. If it has to make me be like, yeah, that's a good clip. And I'm picky. I'm very picky. I'm picky. Honestly, that's a personal flaw. It looks funny. Yeah, well, that's kind of how it goes. Okay, but so line 14. Why is that a bug? Wait. So it says cannot read properties of undefined. No, it's line 31. Line 31. No, that's right. You guys thought I had an idea. But really, I have no idea. Okay, so this. Where's your other variable? You only wait. Did you? Oh, you said king of mice rats. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't even notice that. My bad. I'll give you another variable. I'll refund your highlight because I feel like that's only fair. Um, but he said king of mightiest rats. I'll make that be squares. I'll just call it Rat King for brevity. Okay, let's refund. Okay, so I did stop coding. I did Rat King. I did random. Wait, I can't refund. Okay, I'll just refund this instead. Is there any way I can like? Yeah, I'm gonna refund one to become variables. Yeah, okay, you get 500 back. You get even more money. Good night, I'm unstable. Get some good sleep, get some good rest. And I will see you soon, hopefully. Maybe. Possibly. Hopefully. I'm gonna go to bed soon as well. Don't worry, you're not gonna miss a whole lot. I got work early tomorrow. Honestly, I was not expecting. Actually, 2 hours was my initial goal, but I was like, before I got 50 people rating me, which again, insanity. I'm so grateful. I don't deserve that. Story's gonna be your lurker. Okay. But yeah, no, you got a 500 points back. I'm not sure how much it normally is. Yeah, you got 400 back more than you I think you normally would have spent on it. So I think you're into clear there because it automatically accepted that request. Did I clip it? I'm not clipping anything because I am not into headspace to think about clipping right now. My brain is not working. Excuse me. Goddamn. Okay. Square push racking append, child racking. Okay, everything is correct here. So now the question is, so this theoretically should. I'm gonna do console.log and we're gonna look at sortie.mice.length. So sorties, the amount of mice that sortie has, and the amount of mice that a rat king has. Let's give it a quick whirl and see what happens. Ooh, it's undefined. Well, that's a problem. So it says, oh wait, squares. Let's go back to the game. Wait, who followed me? Dead Slap rated me with 27 people? Wow. Thank you so much, Dead Slap. Hello, Dead Slap. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. How is it? Thank you so much. Let me give you a shout out right now. I forgot to shout out the last person who rated me, but no. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're kind of messing around with some really horrific looking code right now. But how's it going? What have you been up to? Have we met? Actually, have we met? Your name sounds familiar, but also it does not. It's very weird. You've been doing a ton of Blender learning. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Make anything interesting? Let me take a look at what you've been working on. Let me take a glance. Have I followed you? Wait. I have followed you. Wait, I know you. Yeah, no, I'm very, very confused as to when we've interacted. Can look. Do we have a chat history? Oh, you rated me before? Yes, you did. Oh yeah, last time you kind of head out immediately though. But no, but it's great to meet you a second time. I'm sorry we haven't interacted since. But no, learning Blender. That's awesome. Yeah, right now we're trying to create a multiplayer game over local on a single computer. It's going okay. I can't say it's going perfectly. Really, my goal is to get this working locally, then put it on a server, then do more stuff. But right now, we have lots of bugs. But that's par for the course for how stuff like this goes. Squares goes here. Oh, I don't use frameworks. I just code in just plain HTML with JavaScript. I code it in a plain JavaScript in an HTML file, as always. I don't know if you could call me old school or insane, something along those lines. Okay, let's give it a run. It's still undefined. Well, Sorty did rename the variable to Rat King. So I feel like I might be mistaking the Rat King for something. Sorty entered.mice.length minus squares.length is I less than that, I plus plus. Rat King, append a child of Rat King. This div. All this is looking good so far. I don't know why. Oh, wait, this is squares. Okay, that would explain that problem. Now let's take a look. No, so it's working. They're the same length. But it says cannot read properties of style. Hello, Fanny Slam. How's it going? Yeah, no, Dead Slap rated me. And this is your first chat. Oh God, there's an ad. Oh God, no. And all the viewers left. Let me know when the ad is over. Is the ad over? It says the ad will be over like in 5 seconds. Apparently. Oh, Desktop has Turbo. He does not have ads. But okay. So this should be squares. Oh wait, I think this will actually fix it. Will this fix it? This might not actually fix it, but it's worth a try, I suppose. Oh, whoa. Guys, it's working. It's working. So I have, okay. So now I have the square follow my mouse. But now here's the cool part. Here's the weird part. I'm going to make another tab, right? I'm going to duplicate this tab. And I'm going to bring this over onto the other screen. Here, and I'll... And now you can see that... Okay, wait. Oh, hold up. 1 second. Wait, 1 second. I got it. I have to show you guys this. This is awesome. I love this. This is insane. Okay. 1 second. I'm calm down. This is so cool. This is actually insane. So I'm gonna just make 2 windows so you guys can actually see this. See this in its glory. Duplicate tab. Okay. And then we're going to, in the game screen, I was gonna just delete this one. Okay. Then we're gonna make another source. So you guys can see what's happening. So window capture, add source. New source, add source. Window. Okay. And now, no, it's not local server. It's everything's over local. Okay, right now I'm just using local storage as a server, which is a bad way of doing it. Okay, but anyways, so that's wrong. I need to get the properties. This is the other one. Okay, so as you can tell, so right now I'm in the bottom window, moving my mouse around. And you can see that it's moving it in a different window. And then if I go to the other window, I pick up a different block. So swap between the windows. So I've created multiplayer over local storage. That's so cool. I'm so happy that it works. And the thing is, here's the cool part. Here's the cool part about this. Okay, so local storage is on the browser. It's basically the browser's way of storing data. So like between like, so right, for instance, all of these blocks here, the ones up here, those are, I didn't actually remove anything out of local storage. So this is just like from previous times I ran the code. Like all of my failed code runs, that's all those squares. So basically local storage essentially is a way you can keep stuff from your code between like, between sessions. It's like also like, I'm okay, I could be wrong about this. Don't quote me on this. I'm like 99% sure about this. I'm pretty sure that's also how like cookies and stuff are stored. Okay. Lesson! Okay, so here is what the DOM is. The DOM is something different. So the DOM is essentially when you're talking about the document, so the HTML document, the DOM is referring to the actuals, like the document itself, like the structure, like the DOM and the nodes and so on. Again, by the way, anything that's word related, there's like a 50, 30% chance I'm gonna get it wrong. But from what, if I'm remembering, if my brain is remembering the terminology correctly, the DOM is the actual structure itself. The nodes are the various like minor things. So basically, like for instance, each one of these squares is a node in the DOM. But local storage, so that actually describes the structure of the website itself. The local storage is separate. That is like basically a data storage on the browser. So like for instance, so to explain the node and the DOMs and stuff a bit better. So how this is working right now, you'll see this part of my code. I'll highlight this. Yeah, so you can use a DOM to switch in and out elements and so on. So like basically when you look here into this, I'm going to start deleting some of my console logs because we don't need this anymore. But when you go in here and you look at this section right, whoops a daisy. When you go into this section right here, you'll see that I create an element in the DOM called RatKing. Then I give RatKing a bunch of styling, a lot of CSS, some properties, and then I append RatKing to the document. I add it to the DOM. So basically, I say that I will add it as a child of body. Hello, Parmesh. How's it going? But yeah, so that's how that works. And essentially, this is local storage. I basically just say, hey, I want this item. Yes and no. Okay, so Chris Ball here, but for the record, is our resident expert. Or actually, can I call you that, Chris Ball? I'll let Chris Ball declare himself as the expert if he wants to, but he definitely knows more than me at the very minimum. And I trust. Okay, Chris Ball is our resident expert, and so what he says is that yes and no. The main difference is local storage is fully local. Cookies difference is a copy of the cookies are sent with every request by default. So, wait, but where are cookies stored though? It's still in local storage, right? Or am I completely missing the mark on this? I just don't remember where cookies are stored in like memory wise. I could have sworn it was in local storage. Both are okay. They're both in local storage. Okay, but just the cookies are sent with requests. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. But so the really fun part. So going back to yeah. So the local storage itself is just on your computer. So if you, for the record, about that, quick note. So if, for instance, you want to create, well, actually, whoa, 1 second. I was about to say something very dangerous. Can different sites access the same local storage? Like different sites? Because if that is true, then I was about to say something that was going to be very risky. No? Oh, okay, good. Then I'll say it. I'll say it with impunity then. So, essentially, if you want to create your own website and you don't want to like have like a storage solution or like have like a database or like an exterior like extra files or another server or something, you can use local storage to save all your stuff. Actually, I was initially going to, for the record, here. Actually, I'm going to say this on the record right now because I think this is a important thing for me to mention. I wasn't planning on doing this today. This mouse thing, I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it a lot recently. But I was gonna take baby steps. The list project. So when I first opened up the stream and I was expecting to get 0 viewers today, I was gonna just do a very, very simple list project. And that was gonna be like the entire stream. It was gonna be an hour long. My initial goal was just an hour. I would make a very simple list project, relax, me just chilling back here, typing like this, and then like we'll get it done, and then like I would stream at a more reasonable time tomorrow because guess what, guys? Next 2 days, no work. So it's perfect. But that was my initial goal, was just to work on a very basic list project and get that thing all hyped up and everything. And then we got like 50 viewers, and it's like, okay, well, I can't do that anymore. That would be boring. So we had to shift gears very, very quickly, but that's okay. That is fine. Honestly, I'm so happy. It was productive. You guys forced me to be productive. How dare you force me to try hard? That is going against my very own nature. I'm lazy by nature, and you guys made me try hard. Just kidding. I will say I'm about half try hard, half lazy. It's a very dangerous combination, but I make it work. But yeah, anyways, going back to the code. But anyways, going full circle. So we successfully made this, which I'm proud of. Actually, that's actually pretty insane. That's I feel like I'm rated, so I gotta pay attention. Yeah, like literally, By the way, I'll read Chris Paul's thing in a second. But yeah, no. So the thing about like rating and stuff is, again, my initially today, the thing I was thinking was again, I would just get like one person. I think I was gonna get Chris Ball, Karks Toxin, maybe a couple people on YouTube, and just some small coding things. 1 hour, done. But like, if there's new people, it's like a first impression. It's important. It's important that you guys see me in my full glory. So I gotta actually try hard. So that's kind of like I can no longer strive for mediocrity. I must actually achieve proper goals and showcase the true extent of my streaming prowess. But yeah, anyways, I really appreciate you, Dead Slap, for rating me. I also really appreciate. I got 2 raids today. You are very Chris Ball. I literally just called you the expert on the stream. What are you talking about? Not important. You're my regulars. Chance, okay. No offense to anyone who's just joined the stream, but chances are, like you've proven your loyalty, Chris Ball. You've proven your loyalty to the stream. I would never doubt you, Chris Ball. We made, okay, actually, okay, I will actually pre-emphasize this, that this is just a joke. But we do have some traitors in our midst. People who leave my stream. You know who you are, and you know it's a joke. I repeat, that was just purely a joke. But okay, if you don't know, it's not about you. It is just a joke. It's just, I promise. Okay. But anyways, so what Chris Ball was saying earlier is that there's 3 different varieties of local storage on the web: local storage, session storage, and IndexedDB. I guess the session storage is thrown out with every single session, and IndexedDB is something completely separate. Chris Ball, you may have not become a full-blown traitor, but you've conspired with the traitors behind my back to append order on my stream. Just kidding. Actually, were you actually part of those conversations? I forget now. Wait, Ken, didn't Chris Ball try to? Yes, he did. Okay, but anyways, okay, going all the way back to the code. So the cool thing about, so I was about to actually mention this. The cool thing about me doing it using local storage and having to do this is because I had to stringify and do all this stuff, the logic for this is practically identical to the logic I'll need to use to make an actual server. So this is actually a critical step towards us getting true multiplayer, and eventually maybe even having a full multiplayer game for you guys to play on stream. So this was actually, we've made a huge, one small step for Urbandrei, one huge step for Urbs all around. So yeah, no, I'm so stoked that we got this done. This is a huge improvement. So I'm just very pleased. Yeah, no, it's very nice, Dead Slap. But yeah, so is an SQLite. Wait, they have a local implementation? Wait, is that every browser? I'm kind of an SQL stan, so honestly, if SQL is an option, I'll take SQL in all browsers. SQLite is, but it's deprecated. Okay, I knew there was an if. It's deprecated. But no, SQLite. That was my first. Okay, let's talk about servers, and let's talk about what is up next. Let's talk about what is coming. But here, so this is what's happening. And also, Chris Ball, I'm about to say a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff might be very wrong. So I think this is where you'll shine. Feel free to correct me at any moment because I will be wrong about something. I know. I just gotta know what the something is. Okay, but essentially, here is the plan. So we're gonna have essentially a service. Like our server is going to be run on probably like an AWS server, and it'll be a Node.js server. And we're going to use Express to serve HTML files. So basically you connect to the server through the port, to the public facing port, and you ask the server for an HTML file. Now, ignoring all the details on how it actually sends it, because this is not a networking course. Although maybe I'll relearn it and I'll have an actual discussion about it. But we send this data, and you guys get this HTML file. That's the game, and you guys all get this. And then over the same connection, what you'll do is you'll say, hey, server, can I please have this information? You'll be like, hey, I have this information. And you'll ask the server, and the server is going to send that information or whatever you ask back, and it'll update the HTML with that. And I think we'll be using WebSockets. I think that is the way how we're going to handle this one. And there's two different kinds of WebSockets. There's secure and unsecure WebSockets. We're probably going to have to start with unsecure, because we need to get a proper, there's like a validation step, and we need like a, what's it called? There's a word for it. We need to get I think it's a certificate or something, to actually validate WSS, the secure WebSocket. But essentially, this is essentially how our server is going to work. And every single one is going to have their own connection with it. The ESS certificate, yeah. And that's essentially how it's going to work with this server. So you're going to ask the server for data, and then you're going to ask the server, when you're doing this, you're going to set up this WebSocket connection. No, so these are the clients. This is the host. So really, in the website itself will be the client. And in a way, it is downloaded. It just won't feel... I mean, every website is downloaded, kind of. You're still sending information over the web. So basically, whenever you go to the web, and again, I forget the exact details. I would have to review networking basics to explain this properly. But essentially, the entire purpose of the web, and all like this tangled mess and the nodes and every like endpoints and like the interweb and everything, is to connect this IP address to this IP address, and then pass data from one to the other one. That's really the entire point of it, is to turn something that's human readable like google.com and connect to the google.com server and to write data from google.com so you can get whatever you want. That's really the entire point of the web. And there's... Yeah, well, I mean, okay, I don't know if we'll be using web workers and stuff, but you're right about that. I feel like at this point, the not problem, but the weird benefit we have is, so back in the day, so okay, this is a conversation for another day, because there's a lot that goes into this. But there is a serious discussion to have about how heavy the front and back of your application is. Because you can have a very, very lightweight front end, and really the entire point is the back end is doing all the work, and it just sends the visual and the inputs. And basically all you send the inputs here, and this sends you all the visuals. Or we can have a very, very, very heavy front end, where the front end will handle all the computations and everything, and really the only thing the back end does is it stores data between things. And then there's a lot of like middle ground you can have. And really, where the question is, you can have one of these extreme examples, but you're gonna put more. So in this example, you can think about it this way: when you have a lot of clients, having a lot of heavy front end pieces is really useful, because that takes off weight off the back end. Instead of having to do a lot of stuff for every single client and just overrunning your server, The client does most of the work, and the back end it kind of sits back and relaxes and just does only what is minimum required. Yeah. And then, but then another issue with this is that not on. Yeah, so but that's another issue though. So a front end heavy resource, if you're running like on an old phone, might not work very well because maybe the phone isn't equipped to handle the computations that needs to be run for your front end heavy application. So that's another thing you got to think about. And then another thing you got to think about is exactly how much data do you need to pass between the front end and the back end to make it work properly. Because you could essentially have, so in this example, you're passing by the entire image and all the inputs back. Basically, you're not sparing anything. In this case, you're passing by very, very little. You know, you're passing by just the information you want to save and information to get. But what if some you can also there's like weird stuff you can do here too. Like what if you're sending back data or like asking for data that you can in fact store on your own computer? What if you offload some of this data that doesn't need to go here onto here? So there's all sorts of optimizations and so on that you can do as well there. It really comes down to like you need to basically think about what hardware is on the front and the back. Can they handle the task? What kind of internet connection would you expect your users to have? I mean, I think we've all had an experience where a site just takes forever to load, and then 5 seconds pass feels like an eternity when we click off because who cares? There's a lot of, you got to really consider exactly what is the needs of the application, what is the priorities. Is it really, do you want something that's very, very light on the, or I mean, you can also have something that's just like the front end is just a terminal, that interfaces with this server. And so it's a very lightweight front end, but even the server isn't really sending anything all this image back. It's just sending in back some text or something. That's essentially how when you're remote accessing or doing stuff in terminal with a a Linux machine or something, like an AWS or something. That's basically what's happening. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm covering a lot of random this is more like architecture stuff. Yeah, sorry, Chris. Sorry, I went on a huge. This is all tangential. You don't need to know this stuff if you don't want to. I'm glad to explain it, but it was great having you. Great having you on stream. Thank you for the raid yet again. I hope I can return the favor one day. Although I don't think I can. I don't think I'll be having that many viewers for a long time. I'm small. I'm a small little guy. Just a little guy. I can't do much. I'm weak. But yeah. It was great having you, as always. Have a great night. Have a good rest. Best of luck on your future Blender stuff. Maybe I'll stop by if I get a chance. Oh, someone else rated you. Well, I'll give him a shout out as well. Jitspo. Let me shout out this person as well, if there's more people to shout out. Share the love. He's great. I'll also follow him. But yes, have a great night. Anywho, I think I'm gonna call it watch me say this right now, and while I'm doing my outro, someone's gonna raid me, and then it's gonna be okay, guys, I guess we're doing an all-nighter. But okay, but in all seriousness, I really should call it because I have work 5.5 hours. I'm probably gonna die. This might be the last time you guys see me. You can write on my gravestone, Urbandrei did not get enough sleep. That cause of death. But we got a lot of work done today. Again, for those who are new to the stream or let's cover everything. For those who are new to the stream, let me just do like a final quick just talk about this. I'm Urbandrei and I do weird JavaScript code. And today, what we did was we coded a this locally hosted multi-windowed game, like basically like two windows acting as separate players. So basically, we're using local a multiplayer game. Stop somebody. I think that's asking for abuse, Chris Ball. And how it looks like essentially is we have these two windows, and essentially the two windows can be two separate players, and you have separate control over both of them. And this is our first step to creating a true multiplayer game, which hopefully we'll be hosting sooner rather than later on AWS or something, and you guys can play it as well, which is gonna be really fun. So this is a huge step for us. This is our, for the record, this is our first truly multiplayer game. Multiplayer in huge quotation marks. This is our first truly multiplayer game. I'm facing the wrong direction, am I? This is our first truly multiplayer game on stream. Again, quotation marks. We'll get it to true multiplayer, make it 40K. There's a surprising amount of people on stream who can afford that right now. I feel like how many? Actually, I know you redeemed VIP recently, but I feel like you're pretty close to that as well. But yeah, so this project right now is our first step, and I think our next goal would be to actually add an actual server, a local server, and then from there, what we can do is maybe try actually hosting it and going through all that hassle. So that's gonna be a fun little thing. I don't know. I don't want to say we're gonna get this done like this week. We're gonna finish this completely. Probably not, because I'm still figuring this out. This is still very new territory for me. But yeah. So this is the progress of today. If you guys enjoyed the stream, you're right. I took a long break from. This is my first real stream back, and we got 2 raids. I don't know if that's lucky or a good sign. Is this like, did we waste all of our luck on this stream? I think we might have wasted a lot of luck. Like, we just burned through all of my karma. All my karma just got burned in this one stream. From now on, we're gonna have a dry spell for next year, 100%. Or maybe it's a sign of good times. Maybe it's a sign of prosperous bounty. A bounty of viewers coming to join the stream. A bigger community, more than I've ever imagined. Who knows? Stop luck is a myth. No. I gotta knock on wood now. I'm jinxing it too much. But yeah. So for those who are new here, and if you guys are enjoying the stream, if you guys would like to see future streams, because we are closing up shop right now, I would consider dropping a follow. I try to code every day. I try to make stuff every single day. It's kind of it's on and off right now because work is kind of killing me. But following is a great way to support both on YouTube and on Twitch, and I really hope that I didn't miss a lot of YouTube chats. I haven't looked at YouTube in the last hour and a half, so hopefully. But it usually shows up here though, so I think it's fine. But yeah, so on YouTube and on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, follow. Hello Stockfish over on YouTube. How's it going? But okay, don't apologize. I was just saying that I hope I didn't miss anything. I will never be upset with you guys lurking. I'll never be upset with you guys taking care of yourself. I will never be upset with you guys putting yourselves before the stream. Honestly, if it was between my stream and you guys, I'd pick you guys. Like if there was ever a decision like that to make. So no, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Don't be like me. Do as I say, not as I do. But no, but really, don't feel bad. Don't apologize. You guys are awesome. Really, stay awesome. Actually, you don't. I'm gonna tell you that. You guys are just awesome as is. Gotta be like, stay awesome. Anyways, but yeah. So if you guys haven't already, consider dropping a follow on either Twitch or subscribe on YouTube. And additionally, we do have a Discord. The Discord is the best way to keep up with the community. Just that's where I poll people. I'll answer your question in a second, Stockfish. The Discord is the best place to ask questions, talk to the community, see projects I'm working on, get notifications about cancel streams, stream change times. Just in general, anything stream is over on Discord. Like really, that is this. If YouTube and Twitch and everything else, I stop streaming completely, the Discord will still be where I still consider that like my home location right now. Additionally, a special thanks to if you want to okay, I'm gonna mix it around a little bit. But special thanks to my Ko-Fi sponsors of this month. Rajesh is our one Ko-Fi sponsor. Last one we had Morm, but this month we have Rajesh, who donated coffee earlier this month. Ko-Fi is not really active right now. I'll be putting more exclusive stuff on Ko-Fi soon. But Ko-Fi is the best way to directly like help out the stream. It's like consider my tipping page. Ko-Fi that'll become my home location. That is the goal. The end goal is to make that my home location. But you can also, even if you don't support me on Ko-Fi, also I'll put the Ko-Fi link here, guys. You can see it down right here. Yeah. But the Ko-Fi is just in general the best way to support. Best way for me to like put exclusive content. And also I think, I'm not sure, I think you don't have to donate coffee or donate money or anything to follow me there. And I'll make stuff for free there as well. So, and also just in general, I'll put like my merch and stuff there at some point. I don't know. I'm starting to come with, I'm starting to debate merch solutions. I have ideas. I haven't really thought it all the way through, but we have stuff going. But yeah, outside of that, to answer Stockfish's question. So you're in 10th grade and you're asking about machine learning advice. I guess any advice I'd give you would really depend on your current understanding or level. I think just generally begin with learning programming. I think machine learning, I'm not going to say overrated. Machine learning is really cool. But to some degree, it's math. Machine learning, artificial intelligence, all these things, it's probability, math, statistics. You're going to want to have a really strong understanding of math, especially when you go into research. If you just want to use machine learning, there's a lot of ways that you can kind of get into without having to really worry too much about the intricacies of it. It's still a good idea to understand the math and the logic and the coding behind it, or in the theory, but you don't need it to start coding. I'd recommend just picking up some TensorFlow stuff. Python is really anything machine learning, artificial intelligence. Python is the language to go for. There's ways to do it in JavaScript and all the other languages, Java, etc., C, C++. But really, Python is what has the most tools available. So look up TensorFlow, look up Python, learn those things. A good tutorial, in general, just like a good overall resource for everything involving coding would be what I always use for practically everything is W3 Schools. Literally W3 Schools. They have, it's not super extensive, but they have some machine learning stuff in there. Also, just literally go to YouTube and search up TensorFlow tutorial, find somebody. Literally anybody will, like, just watching someone code and then following along and doing it yourself, you're going to start building that muscle memory and like understanding the different tools that are available. But then on top of that, so study that, learn coding. I'm not sure if your school has a coding class or anything that can help you in that path, but what they will have for sure, what your school has for sure, is their math class. Don't skimp on the math. I know a lot of people hate on math, and that's fair. I get it. It's boring. It's complicated. In the beginning, they just teach you numbers and stuff. But yeah, no, machine learning, it's a lot of statistics. Like a lot. Like literally so much of it is literally when you go well, you're saying IT department, which makes you think you said 10th grade? There's an IT department in 10th grade? Or is it, I don't know. It's not college, right? Anyways, regardless. But like when you take a machine learning or like artificial intelligence class on the theory of it, it's all probability. I mean, there's proofs and stuff as well. You gotta learn how to make proofs, but in terms of the actual like the core of it, it's probability through and through. It's all statistics. But you learn on matrix vectors, linear algebra. Oh, also linear algebra. Fair. You really forgot. You're right. But in terms of actually optimization and so on, we're talking about statistics. But yeah, no, don't skimp on any of that. Math, you're going to want to have a rock solid understanding of mathematics if you want to be able to understand what you're doing. If you don't care, again, if you say you've already done Python, C, and so on, so in that case, if you already know some Python, if you already know if you can code in Python pretty well, learn TensorFlow. So that is pretty much what I would recommend for that. So TensorFlow and Python, Java, and I would again just look at some tutorials. If you're looking for some general coding stuff, again, I'd recommend W3 Schools for anybody. That's just throwing it out there. I still use it for everything. I don't know if you'll find it as useful as I do. I find it useful. I literally use it 4 times this stream alone. So, I mean, I also use MDM web docs, but that's for like more specific stuff. But yeah, so that's what I would recommend. That is my explanation. Just don't skimp on summary. If you ignored everything I said until now, don't skimp on math. Learn TensorFlow. That's all you need to know. But yeah, so anything else I'm missing? Well, I guess next stream should be tomorrow, maybe a little bit earlier. I don't want to say earlier and then we don't do it. I might also have a stream with Ken tomorrow at like 6 o'clock. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Some Stardew Valley. And in the afternoon, probably like 9, 10, 11, maybe 12. I will tell you guys how I'm feeling at that time. But we'll have a nice coding stream as well. And yeah, that's kind of long and short of what I'm thinking about right now. I think the last thing is right now we have a lot of viewers. So I'm thinking we share the love. We raid somebody. Does anybody also Chris Paul is saying Chris Paul's advice is research specific papers on the application of AI you want to get in. Yeah, so that's another thing. So looking up research papers, like this is a fast moving field. Just keeping your finger on the pulse and kind of like keeping track of the stuff you want to learn about, that's going to help you a ton going down the line. But yeah, does anybody have anybody they want me to raid? Like anybody at all? I can also look at I'll go pull up my app and just see if I can find someone to raid as well. Also, I'm just curious. I'm gonna look at my YouTube really fast because I'm just curious about how our stream is doing. Wait, what the? Okay. Um. Okay. Anywho, okay, I checked it on YouTube. Now let's raid somebody. Any requests? One more time. If there's no requests, I will pick someone at random. Mini Scruff. Okay. Um, his title is Senior Dev Trying to Build Stuff. He's building a NeoVim. I think that's the right one. So we'll be reading him right now. So the raid is starting. Yes, the raid is starting. So, thanks again for watching, everybody. You guys were awesome. This was an awesome stream. You guys are all like literally. I'm shocked. I'm very shocked, honestly. I wasn't expecting any of this, but very grateful. Thanks, everybody. Like, you don't know how much this means to me. I hope you found it entertaining. That's really all I can ask for. I hope I'll see you again. I hope that in future streams I will see you all and we can have a grand old time together. Maybe that's a little bit too much to ask for, but I'd like it. Maybe you'll like it too. But yes, thanks. Let's you guys were awesome. Let's be awesome. The mini scruff. Let's show. Let's just you know, let's like throw a lot of emotes into this chat. Just let's get that energy up. Let's hype it. Hype, hype, hype. We got this. Anyways, I'll see you guys. Have a great one. Raid message. Do you not see the raid message? Okay, we're about to raid. We're about to raid. 3 seconds. 2, 1, and we're raiding.